Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Logan, and today I'm going to do a different type of video. As you could probably already tell if you are watching, we are going to be making a tier list of all the Scarlet and Violet sets to invest in. That's my own personal opinion. You guys can agree with me, disagree with me, say I'm a genius, say I'm stupid, whatever you guys want to say. But this is just kind of what I'm thinking about it. It'd probably be similar to a lot of other people's lists because there's obviously the no-brainers on both good and bad when it comes to investing. Um, I guess bad might be the wrong word to say, but not as good as the no-brainers on the when it comes to the top tier sets. Because I mean, obviously, every single Pokemon set to ever exist when it comes to a booster box or an ETB has gone up drastically over time. So, like I said, bad might be the wrong word, but just not as good. Maybe we'll go with that. But yeah, sorry about all the dumb ads and stuff. I gotta figure out how to get rid of those stuff. Those stuff. Not interested. All right, so obviously, let's just start out. We're gonna go in order and just kind of go with it. So, if you are listening, that'll be easier to kind of keep up with. If you're watching, obviously, you'll be having a grand old time. So let's start out with Scarlet and Violet base set. So it has, it's okay. It was probably the best base set when it comes to an era, but until Mega Evolution popped up. Scarlet and Violet base set does definitely has a decent amount of cards in that are collectible, and but it's not the best. Obviously, like it was good. Obviously, way better than like Sun and Moon base set, Sword and Shield base set for sure. Even X and Y base set only had the Flart Blastoise and Xerneas, I want to say. Maybe Yveltal as well. But I could be wrong on that. So we're going to put the Scarlet and Violet base set into C tier right now. Like I said, so my parameters, I guess, is just like what's the investability for 5 years down the road. We're just going to say 5 years. You know, obviously you can go way longer, but we're just going to go a 5 year window from now. What do I think has the best? What says the best to invest in? So Scarlet Violet base set, like I said, not the best set, but definitely not the worst set at all when it comes to the era. Next up, Paldea Evolved. So this is kind of a tricky, not even a tricky one. It's a good set. You know, you got a ton of SIRs, ton of illustration rares as well. You got the Magikarp, the Shinjikonda artwork. You have, the Sleepy Raichu. You got the Tyranitar as well. It's a pretty freaking solid set. So I'm going to put Paldea Evolved in A tier. I don't think it's S tier, but I definitely do think it's A tier. It is a very good set, very well rounded of a set. Has a good chase card, has a tremendous amount of depth as well. So I do think A tier for Paldea Evolved suits it very well. Next up, we're gonna go Obsidian Flames. So Obsidian Flames is kind of one of those sets where it's like it's supposed to be like Charizard or bust, but the Charizard really isn't even that good. What carries this set is the illustration rares. You got the Scizor, the Cleffa, the Gloom is really nice. The Ninetales is very nice in this set. And also what compounding on the illustration rares, the gem rates, the PSA 10s are very hard to get in the early Scarlet Violet era, particularly in Obsidian Flames. The illustration rares do very well in a PSA 10. So what I'm gonna do for Obsidian Flames is it has better illustration rares than Scarlet and Violet base set. I might, ooh, because it didn't catch a major reprint or anything too crazy at all. Mm, I'm really trying to think here, guys. We're gonna go ahead and put Obsidian Flames and C as well. Like I said, it's a good set. It's not terrible, but it's also not a top tier set as well. Just right smack dab in the middle. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna take away F because, like I said, I really don't think there's a terrible way to go about this when it comes to investing. Should have done that earlier. So Next up, 151, no brainer, no question, S tier. Doesn't matter really what price point. Even if you, obviously 151 is going nuts right now. But if we're talking 5 years down the road, guys, 151 is going to be so much more expensive than what it is now, especially with all of this boom has been like three booms in one. It seems like it's been absolutely insane. It's very exciting, and I just 151 is gonna it's 151, guys. I mean, I don't really need to explain it that much. So yeah, 151 is definitely an S tier. Paradox Rift. So this one is one of those. It's kind of like an Obsidian Flame Scarlet and Violet base set where the ceiling is not that high, the floor is not the lowest floor, but it's not the highest floor as well. But you do get actually a really good illustration rares. You have the Groudon is in this one. The Steelix working on the construction site is in this one. Oh my god, the SIRs, the Iron Valiant, and the Salamence. Oh my goodness, I drew a major blank right there for a second. So I'm gonna go Paradox Rift and I'm gonna go Paradox Rift and B tier. So I say this because, like I said, that Groudon is very very nice. One of the probably top five, if not for sure, top 10 illustration rares in the era, and has a decent amount of depth. Has more depth than Scarlet and Violet base set and Obsidian Flames, in my opinion. So Paradox Rift and B tier. Next up, Paladin Fates going straight up to S tier. Straight up to S tier, guys. In my opinion, it has the mascot of the era. It's got Bubble Mew. I think it's the most popular card. When I say mascot of the era, it's like, oh, Sword and Shield era, Moonbreon, okay? Sun and Moon era, Latios and Latios. You know what I'm saying? Just stuff like that. XY era, Gengar Phantom Forces. So stuff like that. The flagship, the mascot of the era, the first card you think of when you say a certain era. It's got Bubble Mew. It's got a Charizard in there. It's got a Gardevoir in there. It's got some pretty nice baby shinies. The baby shinies are pretty stacked as well. So, but Paladin Fates, and it's a specialty set, so we didn't get any booster boxes. So that adds to the rarity as well. Temporal Forces. Um, man, I'm gonna put Temporal Forces is actually like it has a higher ceiling and a higher floor than Scarlet and Violet base set and Obsidian Flames. It has a decent amount of SIRs. The illustration rares are pretty good, but this one definitely has more SIRs. You know, it has the Legendary Beast alternates as SIRs as well. So it's a pretty good set. Nothing too crazy, but definitely not the. I definitely do think it's better than Scarlet and Violet and Obsidian Flames when it comes to the only reason. I'll explain that. I'll explain that stuff afterwards. Next up, we got Twilight Masquerade. In my opinion, I think Twilight Masquerade is going to be an A. I think it's going to be I think it will age very, very well, considering the fact that when it comes to the Scarlet and Violet era, it had the first big chase card. The Greninja was always a $250 plus card. I still think it is currently above that price point. And it came out at over $300 when it came to the Scarlet and Violet era. That was a first. The Charizard from 151 was nowhere near that price. The Bubble Mew and Charizard from Paladin Fates was nowhere near that price. The Magikarp was from Paldea Evolved was nowhere near that price. So Greninja gave the Scarlet and Violet era the first big chase card that it has, and it has a pretty stacked illustration rare set. You got the parent SIR, parent as SIR, Carmine's an SIR. Then you go to illustration rares. You got the Eevee and the Growlithe off the top of my head. Obviously, there's a lot more when it comes to that set. So I think Twilight Masquerade. I mean, unless they throw in a crazy late reprint, a booster box for Twilight Masquerade, I don't think that's going to happen because it's the next block. So a year and a month, Twilight Masquerade will be out of print. And when you look back a year from now, We didn't get any reprints of. I mean, there was big rumors of Paldea Evolved reprints. I don't remember any. Scarlet and Violet base set and Obsidian Flames, and maybe Paradox Rift got one. I'm not sure. But Scarlet base set, Obsidian Flames, and Paldea Evolved did not get any booster box reprints that I know of. So I think Twilight Masquerade might be a little long in the tooth to where it's too old that it might not get reprinted when it comes to booster boxes. So I think it'll age very well. Next up, Shrouded Fable. So this one is complicated to me. This one's complicated to me. It's a good set, nothing too crazy. But when you're putting in comparison to the other sets, I think Shadow Fable is a D. It's at the bottom. I don't think it's going to get reprinted. Obviously, Pokemon prioritize reprints and restocks off the popularity of the sets, and I just don't think Shadow Fable is going to get one. It's got good illustration. It's got the Persian. I really like the Zorua. I love that. That card is sick. Um, it's got the Houndoom's a really good card in that set, but they definitely could have done. You got the Dusclops evolution line. They definitely could have done more with Shrouded Fable as a Halloween type set. I mean, if they would have put a Gengar, Haunter, Ghastly in this set, along with other illustration rares, SIRs, that I mean, they really could have stacked this set up. There's a bunch of Halloween type Pokemon they really could have put in this set and been very well. So Shrouded Fable, I just don't think it'll age the best as the other sets. Next up, we got Stellar Crown. It'd be right in D as well. It's got Bulbasaur and Squirtle, and that's literally about it. The only reason I'll explain that I keep trying to go to that point, but I'll explain that afterwards. Stellar Crown, not a fan favorite. I mean, and for a reason, right? It's not a good set. It's a good set, but when you compare it to the Scarlet and Violet era, it's not the best set. Surging Sparks, I'm putting that in A tier. I think Surging Sparks, especially at the current price point, where it's like the third, fourth lowest booster box on the market in general. I mean, it's right there with Battle Styles. It's right there with Paradox Rift and Temporal Forces, and Journey Together. I mean, these are all give or take $5-10. So, but Surging Sparks is one of the cheapest booster boxes you could find on the market. It's got the Pikachu. Okay, it's not the best Pikachu card. Doesn't matter. Surging Sparks started the boom. It legit started the boom. I think, especially at this current price point, it's a very, very good price point to buy at. Next up, Prismatic Evolutions. Obviously, straight to S tier we go. We are already seeing the end game, I guess, of Prismatic Evolutions, and it's still in print for another year. People are saying, "Oh, don't buy it at $100. Don't buy it at 110. Don't buy it at 120. Don't buy it at 130. It's gonna go to MSRP. Obviously, that ship has sailed all the way to the other side of the earth because Prismatic Evolutions is like a Hidden Fates. Never MSRP on the secondhand market. It will never be an MSRP on TCG Player. It's just not gonna happen, guys. It just won't. So Prismatic Evolutions, for obvious reasons, is S tier. Journey Together, I'm putting this in B. Y'all can, I know, I'm probably gonna get grilled on this one. Go look at the cards for Journey Together. So, it introduced Trainers Pokemon again. It's the first set to have the Trainers Pokemon in the set. And it has a box topper as well where you're getting guaranteed value in it where it's like, okay, that's new. So it brought back two old concepts from the Pokemon history: box toppers and trainers Pokemon in the same set. Is it the best set? No, but I think Journey Together has gotten a bad community rep for no reason. People are like, oh, this, because everybody was obviously so hyped for the trainer Pokemon to be back, the box topper to be back, and they just didn't have the best combinations. You know what I'm saying? So, great idea, mediocre execution. I'm not gonna say terrible execution, but mediocre execution when it comes to Journey Together. But I just, if it doesn't get reprinted, guys, do we really not think Journey Together is going to age very well? when it comes to the box topper and the trainer Pokemon being here. Like I said, I could be grilled for that one, but I do think it's a B tier. I think it's right on par with Temporal Forces and Paradox Rift. The Salamence looks awesome in that set. The Enzoroark looks so freaking good. You got Lily's Clefairy in that set. The Wailord, people love that Wailord as well. So I think Journey Together and B, call me stupid. That's just my opinion. Destined Rivals, obviously, we're going straight to S tier. Straight to S tier. I mean, guys, we see the major pull it has already, and it's in print for another like 2 years. So we'll freaking see where Destined Rivals goes. But we know in 5-year times that in a 5-year window, Destined Rivals is going to be just way down the road. Last on the list, we got Black Bolt, White Flare. Man, this might be a hot take too. There's a ton of value in Black Bolt, White Flare. There's a ton of cards in these respective sets. Even if you separate them, there's a ton of cards. You have that murdered out carbon fiber Zekrom. You got the ice cream paint job Reshiram. Then you got the red Victinias on both sides. Then you got the SIRs of the Reshiram Zekroms. And then you got countless illustration rares as well. I mean, there's a lot of value, a lot of cards that are hard to hit, and it's a specialty set as well, so no booster boxes. So the ETBs are the main source of, I guess, packs to get on the market. So, could be another hot take. I think Black Bolt and White Flare, oh my God. If there was a middle ground between A and B, I'd put it there. Let me think. Because the cards are phenomenal, guys. Obviously, it's just Gen 5 or bust, but the cards are phenomenal. And if it gets a bad community rep, Pokemon might just like, okay, we're not going to focus on that. Oh my goodness. I'll put it at B. Can I put it at the top of B? I know obviously the left or right doesn't really mean anything, but that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put it at the top of B because I really do think this could be another sleeping giant that I think about for Twilight Masquerade. So there's my list, guys. S tier, obviously we got the no-brainers: 151, Paldean Fates, Prismatic Evolutions, Destined Rivals. A tier, we got Paldea Evolved, Twilight Masquerade, and Surging Sparks. B tier, we got Black Bolt, White Flare, Paradox Rift, Temporal Forces, and Journey Together. C tier, we got Scarlet and Violet base set and Obsidian Flames. And D tier, we have it Shrouded Fable and Stellar Crown. So, the premises of my list is obviously a lot of it is community driven, but it's also the chase cards inside the set. Obviously, all these top sets have major chase cards, major pull for fan favorite Pokemons, etc. The B tier have decent amount of chase cards, nothing too crazy. But the only thing that's killing me, Black Bolt and White Flare, is that the chase cards are worth a lot of money. But if you don't like Gen 5, it might not be the best long-term goal for you. So my point that I was trying to make earlier as well is that the only way that these bottom tiers are going to perform, I guess Scarlet Base and Obsidian Flames aren't a part of it, but Shrouded Fable and Stellar Crown, they could outperform other sets depending on the reprints. If they don't get reprints, they are going to outperform the better sets. We see this in the Sword and Shield era with Sword and Shield base set, Rebel Clash. Those boxes, I think Sword and Shield base set is like the 4th most expensive box in the era. That's more expensive than Chilling Rain, Brilliant Stars, Silver Tempest, Astral Radiance. I'm pretty sure it's literally right on par with Lost Origin as well. So, and Rebel Clash, I think it's more expensive than the other 4 I named besides Lost Origin. So, Shrouded Fable, Stellar Crown could perform better depending on the reprint short term. Obviously, long term, I do think the better sets will catch up to it because just the chase of the cards inside the set. But for the short term, like you know what I'm saying, like 3 years down the road, maybe they're neck and neck just because it's a collectability at that point. So who knows what's really gonna happen? Nobody really knows until the reprints happen. But just 5 years down the road, I think this is my not I think this is my tier list for investability when it comes to the Scarlet and Violet era. So like I said, sorry if not everybody likes this type of video. Just wanted to try something a little different to see how you guys would react to it. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think of my list. You think I'm crazy? You think I'm stupid? You think, oh, I didn't think about that when it comes to certain type of sets. When it comes to thinking about what is inside the set or what could happen and stuff like that. But I'm rambling right now. I appreciate all the love and support as always. You guys have a good day. Peace.